He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to Hanover, Pennsylvania, where a man who was cleaning his gun accidentally shot himself and his spouse. According to court records, Richard Miller of Penn Township faces a second-degree misdemeanor charge of recklessly endangering another person. According to documents filed on February 18th, the preliminary hearing for the charge is scheduled for April 9th. Blah, 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 blah. In the criminal complaint against Miller, police state that officers were called to the 900 block of Ripple Township and reported a shooting with two patients at around 4:16 p.m. This happened on February 7th. Officers arrived and made contact with Miller on his front porch, finding that he had been shot through the hand while his wife had been shot in the right knee. Both were transported to hospitals by ambulance. Miller's wife so far requiring 2 surgeries for her injuries. Miller, here's the good part, allegedly told police that he had just finished cleaning his gun, a .357 Magnum revolver, and then attempted to perform a function check on the reassembled weapon, forgetting that the gun was still loaded. Who believes this?
Not even a chance.
No. He was fucking around with his revolver. If there's cleaning supplies out, he got them out after the fact. That's bullshit. Complete bullshit. Maybe he was about to clean it, okay? Maybe he was gonna. But how do you clean a revolver and leave rounds in the cylinder?
Right.
Because part of cleaning it is cleaning the chambers in the cylinder.
Well, and if you're putting it back together to function check it, you felt yourself individually load all 6 rounds of .357 into the barrel or into the cylinder and closed it. And I'm like, this doesn't feel correct. But here's my other question as someone who does not have a wife. How the fuck do you go home after that?
Oh, man. Oh, my wife would be like, nope, you're done with guns in the house. Nope, it's over.
How do you even stay married after that? Like, oh, sorry. Like, because how does she not win every argument with, hey, remember you shot me in the fucking knee? Like,
hey, you know how I walk funny now? Because you shot me in the fucking knee?
Oh, you don't want the kitchen to be green? I didn't want to get shot in the fucking knee.
It would never end. Yeah, that would be rough. Anyway, his wife was 3 feet away at the time. The shooting.
Oh, so. .357 Magnum from 3 feet away. That's a lot of oomph.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she was lucky and it had 38s in it. Who knows? Anyway,
right?
So Jeff is training for 2 sports.
Yeah. So they said not to publicly announce it, but fuck it. I've told people around me, and it should be coming out here at least by the end of this week. So I'm supposed to be fighting April 17th. So
yay!
Yay!
Where?
So, Ralston Arena in Omaha. So
okay,
it will be a good time. It's a title fight, and so I don't know if I'll be the main event. So sometimes what they do with these cards is they'll do like all the Muay Thai kickboxing, and then they'll do like weird shit at the end. So like bare knuckle MMA and bare knuckle fights and shit like that. Or they'll do kickboxing, then that dumb shit, then I'll be the final fight. So not 100% sure on that, but April 17th, I will be getting punched in the face. My opponent is a 6'3", 6'4", 320-pound dude. Watched him knock out the last guy in the first round. So, keep my hands up.
Yeah.
But it does lead to the conversation around, like, can you train at a high level for 2 different sports? And I'm not. Yeah.
Not without one of them suffering.
Right. And that's what I figured is like, I always joke about how little I train for USPSA, just to piss off Steven at this point. But it is true. But the sheer physical exhaustion of it will probably be super fun. Because like after my LARP this weekend, which I'm very excited about, I'm basically going to clean up my diet, no alcohol, like no soda.
What? Well,
Yeah.
I guess we're practicing for a no alcohol podcast because we're not drinking today because we're recording in the middle of the afternoon. So
Exactly.
I got shit to do. I can't be drunk for.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah.
There's a theory of maybe I do need to get drunk before my fight. But yeah, so it'll be interesting because other than the April USPSA match and when's the dark match? Is that
The weekend before.
okay?
Tentatively, the 11th is when I'm looking at for the dark match. I haven't. That's among the things I'm going to do this week while my family is all out of town. Is schedule and do all these office things because I don't have to pick up kids and run around and do a bunch of shit. So, yeah.
So I really only have like 2 USPSA matches before my fight, so I'm not really suffering. But I also after the 17th, take another week, and then it's like okay, like. I get a month and a half to get ready for
Great Plains.
Then I fly to Croatia. Then shoot Cornhusker. So yeah, like the training for 2 sports is logically you think you can do it. Like you're like, oh yeah, fuck it. Like these 2 sports don't directly interact with each other.
Not really, no.
Except for the forearms. Like that's the biggest deal to it. But it'll just be the mental exhaustion is my assumption.
So what are you going to be doing to train? Like you're going to be doing a lot of sparring, I take it?
Yeah. So I'll be sparring.
Like a lot of running for conditioning, I would imagine?
Yeah. So I'm actually going to be buying a rower and a assault bike because I'm too big to run long distances.
Oh yeah. That would be rough on your legs and knees, especially.
Yeah. So, and I kind of believe in the sprint theory. There's a famous Yale paper about their rowing team where they just had them do hard, like 20-30 second sprints. And then you just rest until your heart rate comes back down. Then you do a hard 20-30 second sprint, go to your,
yeah.
And so like, I'm just going to be doing that like 3 to 5 days a week. Maybe mixing up between rowing and bike just to let the legs heal up. But I'm going to be doing strength conditioning 3 days a week, doing those 3 to 5 days a week, sparring at least twice a week, and then hitting pads 3 to 5 days a week. So my body is going to not be my friend by the end of this. I guarantee. Hopefully I can lose, a couple more pounds in the process, just for aesthetic purposes.
Do you have to be under a certain weight?
No. So the way we're doing it is it's just an open weight class. There is the official heavyweight stops at 265. But I couldn't lose 30 pounds in 2 months.
No, not without being horribly unhealthy.
Right. So, this dude, I talked to him at his last fight. He's like, yeah, I weighed 325 with my work boots, jeans, and like nothing taken out of my pockets. So like, he's actually like, 305, 310. So
Yeah.
it's not when you get to the larger weight classes, it's not as big of a deal just because like 10 pounds for me is whatever. Like,
Yeah.
that's
The
a daily
difference between
fluctuation
230 and 260 is a lot bigger than
between
3
290
and 320.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, the 135ers, yeah, don't go fight a 145er. It's a very different experience.
For the autists, I know the difference between those two is 10 because one was a difference of 10 and the other was 30. I just wasn't thinking about the math problem. Okay. Just fuck off with your autism.
Right. But yeah. And so, I will hopefully be able to dry fire some. Live fire will be more kind of for funsies. And the weather clears up. We got a nice 7 inches of fucking snow this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Which was great.
It's 50 degrees here today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like 47 here. But there's still mounds and mounds of snow everywhere.
Yeah.
So, but
We didn't get any of that. None of it.
Ew. What?
Not
Omaha-
a lick. Nope.
That's
It
crazy
missed
because
us completely.
Omaha Dome has protected us from like every shitstorm you've dealt with. But yeah, so that's going to be my next 2 months of figuring out just how much fun a fight camp can be and how much shape I can get into, and then we'll see how that physicality transfers to the other sport.
Well, the stuff you'll be doing for anything you do for quickness and agility will certainly help.
Yeah, and just the cardio aspect, and and one of the things we're going to talk about after the paywall is that pushing to the limit, and this may help me get the limit better. I don't know.
Another thing we're going to talk about after the paywall is a complete freaking moron who actually wrote words on Reddit, and it's hilarious about the Gen 6 Glock is bad. And it's the dumbest shit I've ever read in my life. But before we get to that, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month. You'll get all of the rest of this episode. Adam Grimm class at my range, April 24th and 25th. Contact me if you're interested. r/NESS on Reddit. That is where you can start a topic or whatever, and we might talk about it, or people on the show, or we might not, but it'll get talked about probably on Reddit. MW Activewear, the finest jerseys for your match anywhere. Northwoods is May 2nd and 3rd. PCSL Belt Championship May 17th in Texas. Great Plains June 6th and 7th. I haven't looked at registration in a hot minute. I have no idea. Cornhusker Sunday sold out. Few slots left Saturday. Rushmore State Championship registration open out in Rapid City. That awesome range July 11th and 12th. And Minnesota Section July 27th through the 30th, I believe it was. Registration is open for that as well. But once again, go to the website, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month.